First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Ready? 19 Lions. 18 Rebels. 18 10 to 60.
Yeah, Richardson will throw to start out here. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Rig alert. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 79 Broncos.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum.
Injury chance increase. Wow, that's a home field. Wow, that's crazy.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And here comes Westbrook.
Damn it,
Return there. Give him an 20 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
We tanked it, man. Let's see everybody in the car.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. An excellent gain, 35 yards. And Boyd in motion right. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And
The fuck was that?
they're not going to get him. And they will finally put it into the return, but
What?
not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
I know many talk about the kick return
Crazy,
as maybe
yo.
the most exciting play in football. But any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too. But it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Off play action, Richardson. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Dalton Kincaid. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0
They
game.
good shit.
Joey Sly now to kick
I ain't
off
never
after
seen
the
that shit
touchdown.
happen in Madden since I've been playing. New year, who
D.D.
this?
Westbrook to return from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
What playbook
The
am I in?
Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here. First. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They go play action with Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
No gain on the play there, second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Rolling to his right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
God dang.
Get in trouble, and down he
Man, these
goes.
niggas don't block.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Pickett sets up play action. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now Pickett on 4th down. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Big conversion.
All right.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
But he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
I like the Jets playbook, bro.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw, Pickett. Escaping the pressure right.
God, what the?
Intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First and 10, it's Richardson. Flushed out right.
Damn, he did that shit.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious what it... And off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. Richardson to throw off play action. Forced out to it. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Anthony Richardson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 3rd down and 1. action. Pickett sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Pickett now on first down. And he'll just get rid of it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This ball floats for 50 fucking seconds.
And it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough.
God
He's got a
damn.
man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on it. But instead, let him too far, incomplete.
Ain't it ball
The
floating?
Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here.
Oh my. Oh, these niggas flawed.
It's incomplete.
Oh, these niggas
I
flawed.
don't think you can even call this an off
If you
day
fucking
anymore,
get
partner,
not
because
jacking off here.
This group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check smash, check smash. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 tight, ready?
Richardson now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Javonte Williams, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Sheds off the tackle. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Give me some of that bullshit back.
Over there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great out.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Wolf on now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. Pass at 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. 2nd down, here's Richardson. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Richardson off the play fake. He finds Watson. It's called.
How you get hung up, bro?
It's right at midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. 3rd and long for Richardson. This taken in by Kincaid. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sly able to put this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
That playbook nice.
The line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start.
Oh, my God.
If you
Oh, I need that quarterback.
That effort, it can come back to you. That's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going?
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Pickett's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. It's caught inside the 25.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
It's my fault. That nigga ran the receiver out.
Interception return from It's touchdown. Try for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-0 game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
I think I found my
Here's the
playbook,
Seattle
though.
offense ready to get this drive underway. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Pickett will look to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
In motion is Gray. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
This 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Pickett.
Good defense.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
13 yards, the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Hurry, hurry!
Off play action, Richardson.
Damn, where y'all at,
In the
defense?
hands of Tony downfield. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. 23 yards on the play. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Steps away. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. They go play action with Richardson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here Richardson yet again. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed.
My offense is good. Boy.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even
Quicker, get the pussy quicker these days.
points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him,
It's
what's your philosophy on
yours.
bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I have.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Damn,
Richardson
come
on
on,
2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation, because second down, that gives me an option of running play act.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
Who is 34?
4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Well, we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Richardson to throw off play action, eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And these guys will get the football at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Pickett. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. And Pickett going to move his guys around. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll change things up. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's McKenzie. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap.
End zone caught.
Man, that ball floats, bro. God dang.
Isaiah McKenzie, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Richardson's throw caught by Pierce. First target, first catch, and a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Richardson off the play fake. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Okay, break. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Stop below 18.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it.
Oh.
A pass underneath for Fournette. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Mustang 19. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Richardson working from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
19.
Play action. Now Richardson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jordan Mason taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Richardson on the draw. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Pickett sets up play action.
That's pass interference, bro.
For the 4th time today. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Richardson to the air on 1st down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now will get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.